Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Luqman Nurhakim bin Muhammad Azhar Akbar. I am from CSBME 3. Today, my topic is about you can see here you're grounded. The COVID-19 effect on the flight. Yeah, so our airlines are all grounded. COVID is virus that found in 2019. The first touch cluster is in Wuhan, China. So at the time, no one was even care about the virus, but the virus transmitted easily throughout the world just a couple of months. So the virus is easy to transmit from one to another person just by touching or from air spread and around the globe. Meaning that from 2019 till today, the virus keep spreading around the world. By March 11, 2020, the World Health Organization or WHO declared that COVID-19 as a pandemic. As of February 9, 2021, there are 105.8 million confirmed cases and more than 2.3 million fatalities that were related to COVID-19. So yeah, there are some people that are already dead because of that virus, and the impact of that is also impact on our normal daily life. The pandemic is estimated to have caused the largest global recession. Okay, so that is about the disease of COVID-19. So what are airlines? Airlines is there are like 5,000 airlines all around the world. Each country you have an airline, and the airlines company that provides an air transport vehicle for traveling passengers, maybe some cargo. Airlines use aircraft to supply these services. May form partnership for airlines with other airlines to code share agreement. For example, airlines use aircraft to supply alliance with other airlines for code share. For example, we have One World Alliance, that Qatar Airways and Malaysia Airlines in that One World Alliance and many more airlines. Generally, airline companies are recognized with an air operation certificate or license issued by a governmental aviation body. So going to the current issue that we want to talk about. As if because of COVID-19, there are lots of other airlines, but I'm just saying one of the airlines. So Turkish airline Atlas Global collapsed on 12 February 2020. So this is one of the airline that already collapsed because of COVID. So we talk about the current issue here. Across all industries, the aviation sector is probably among the hardest hit because of the COVID. The unprecedented decrease in passenger demand together with the country-wide flight ban. So some country already closed their country to let other aircraft to go into the airspace or to the airport led to head of most airlines. Many companies had to cease almost all the operation and ground the entire fleet. So they laying off all their staff, cutting their routes and renegotiate with deals with the supplier and flying smaller and cheaper to run planes because they want to cut costs of the aviation airlines. So many airports have closed their runways in order to free up space and they parking for the aircraft, and most companies in the aviation sector work with minimum staffing and restrict rotation. So airline industries, several airlines have declared bankruptcy, like I said, with some ceasing operation, while other airlines reported historic reduction in flight, as well as accelerating retirement of certain aircraft types such as the Airbus A340, Airbus A380, and the Boeing 747. By 8 October 2020, 43 commercial airlines had gone bankrupt. See, out of 5,043 commercial airlines had gone bankrupt, and one of it is Turkish airline Atlas Global. So we're going to the future analytics. For I think of the future, maybe for the aviation industry or airlines, they are more to taking care of our hygiene. So safety standard will be more straightened for stringent, and digitalization will continue to transform the travel experience. So like our seat of the aircraft always gonna be sanitized, and we always use sanitizers on the hand before going into the flight, and we were maybe might wearing masks before going into the aircraft, maybe like that. And only people that have been vaccinized can go into the aircraft and have the certificate vaccine and COVID test going to the flight. So into the future also, we can see that maybe more to IT digitalization, such making check-in and boarding processes much more easy because we want to avoid crowded into the space. We're going to the benefits. Benefits of this COVID-19 that come to our life in airline industry. People are more care about their health, as we can see, hygienic. Yeah, they're more likely to use sanitizers. They're more likely to taking care of their health because yeah, they were aware there are COVID around us. But at the time that COVID come, the COVID makes the aircraft grounded, we already also help our Earth also actually. We help by the jet fuel. Yeah, we don't use too much that jet fuel in that time, and global jet fuel demand is languishing 15 to 20% below 2019 levels. Yeah, and more cargo or air cargo. In fact, it's not that let's just say when passenger airlines are going down, but the cargo type of aircraft is going up because they want to use more cargo to ship. It's so bright that cargo revenues are forecast to reach near record 110.8 billion in 2020. So the last part is the economic part. I think for the economic part, because of the travel restriction, it means we can't travel into other countries. So actually, foreigners that come into our country are the income of the economy. So normally foreigners come to our country and help the economy grow, going to attraction places, but we are totally locked down at the time. So we are depending on our own citizen, or we can say our own people in this country to help grow our economy. So Malaysia economy is expected to be on the recovery path by 2022. So we're now in 2022. I could see, yeah, the Malaysia economy contracted by 4.5% in the third quarter 2021, and second quarter 2021 16.1%. So because of the lockdown, I think, yeah. So from that, also we can see our currency of Malaysia, the currency was low. The currency was Asia's worst for performer in May. So last year's May is the most worst performer, falling almost 1% against the US dollar as the nation's COVID-19 case rose to a record. However, it never breached the March low of just under 4.16 per dollar and steadied last week around 4.13 despite the start of the lockdown. At this time, we're around 4 ringgit and 40 cents by $1. It's quite low. Normally it's around 4.13, 4.14. So International Monetary Fund IMF has forecast Malaysia economy to grow by 5.6% this year. So far till this June, I cannot see the growth, but maybe by the end of the year, might be we're going. So that's all from me talking about the airlines and COVID-19. Thank you for watching. Thank you.